we can start now with the first presentation, and in the program there is from Malaysia, Atiki Miraj, ED number 68, and I think this yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
We would like you to present in live or
yes,
yes, in live. Perfect. So, Sam, please.
Okay, I will sharing my slide.
Yep,
okay.
She's already co-host, and you have the floor.
Perfect.
I would like just to welcome the speakers also in my turn and participants to the second edition of BioPalma conference, Rediscovering Palm Byproducts. Thank you for attending the room C. The topic is about textile and pulp and paper industry. So Atiqa, if you are ready, you should just put your screen in your presentation in full screen.
Yes, just a minute, please.
Until waiting, Akhiha, maybe we give the opportunity for Professor Leila to present herself more if would like.
Okay, now it is visible.
I think, yeah, I think maybe Atiqa Miraj, she's from University Putra, Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And your work is around next generation needs, basic pulping of palm for pulp and paper manufacturing. You have 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes. If you are ready, go ahead. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Atiqa Miraj, pursuing PhD from Institute in Trop, University Putra, Malaysia. My title for today's presentation is Next Generation NADES-based pulping of palm for pulp and paper manufacturing. This is the outline of my contents. I will be discussing with the characteristics of lignin. Further, I will briefly discuss on NADS and how it is carrying us towards development of green solvents. And I'll be shedding some light on biorefinery approach analysis of biomass. Lignocellulosic materials include wood, agricultural, and forestry waste. It is a mixture of natural polymers, most abundant raw material on earth for the production of biofuels, mainly bioethanol. It is composed of carbohydrate polymers such as cellulose and hemicellulose and an aromatic polymer lignin, which can be found in a circular or spiral form, which is most abundantly found in xylem vessels. This table shows cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin content in various sources of biomasses such as corn cobs, rice straw, bagasse, sawdust, and so on. And the biomass composition varies accordingly with the nature of the feedstock. Lignin is a natural resource with a huge potential. It is most abundant polymer in nature. It is a polymer of polyphenols. It is mainly made from coniferyl alcohol, paracumaryl alcohol, cinepyl alcohol. Every year, about 50 million tons of lignin produced worldwide as a byproduct of paper industry. Here are some of the lignin applications which can be used in a variety of applications, such as lignin as sizing agent in the form of paper. It can be used in a battery. It enhances performance of energy storage devices. It can be used in a fuel, heat. When lignin is added to wood pellets, produce better quality pellets and had higher fuel value. In agricultural form, it can either directly or chemically modified as a binder, dispersive agent. It can be used as a dispersant. It can also be used as a chemicals. For example, depolymerization of lignin gives cresols, catechol, resorcinols, and vanillin. This figure was taken from one of the sources shows the initial state of lignocellulosic biomass. The green color shows the enzymes, the red one shows the cellulose, and the blue shows the lignin. So here are some lignin isolation methods which helps in determination lignin content in biomass, such as alkali process, sulfide process, organic solvent with and without catalysts. So here are some types of pretreatment, such as ball milling. There is no removal of lignin solubilization. It has the advantage intensive decrystallization, and the disadvantage is energy intensive. Whereas steam explosion, it has little lignin solubilization with energy efficient as an advantage and no recycling cost, with the disadvantage as xylene degradation by product inhibition. In ammonia fiber explosion, about 10 to 20% of lignin solubilization with less xylene loss, no inhibitor formation, with the disadvantage of ammonia recovery not effective for high lignin, and so on. And the ozonolysis, about 70% lignin solubilization with effective delignification, mild condition, expensive, and it needs more ozone. Whereas ionic liquids, nearly complete lignin solubilization with the advantage of mild conditions, dissolve high solid loading with the disadvantage of high solvent costs, solvent recovery expensive. So by seeing this all advantages and disadvantages, a new approach type of pretreatment is NADS, which is natural deep eutectic solvents. It is a which has a advantage of low cost and eco-friendly, but it has limited research. It is a revolutionary transition towards greener solvent in pulp and paper industry for more sustainable pulp production, which can reduce raw material, dispersion of harmful chemical environment, reduction of energy cost manufacturing. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please continue.
So one such solvent in this new approach is NADS, which has limited research. What is NADS? NADS is basically a bio-based deep eutectic solvent, which composed of amides, sugars, alcohols, and amino acids. It is a mixture of 2 or 3 naturally derived components. It incorporates one or more compound in a mixture to give a eutectic mixture. Here in the graph you can see that 2 compounds that can melt or solidified at a single temperature, which is lower than the melting point of any one of the constituent. It is biodegradable, miscible with water. It is non-toxic, with low vapor pressure, low flammability, and non-volatile. These are some of the green solvents developed at UPM at different molar ratios. NADS reagents helpful in wide variety of applications by refinery, paper and pulp, textile, pharmaceutical, chemical, and food industries. Now I would like to present you the compositional analysis of different NADS reagents, their biomass, and NADS reagents with the biomass recovery, cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. These are the composition of different NADS reagents ratios with the biomass recovery.
Maybe there is an internet problem, or
Hello?
now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, this is the lignin spectral studies of different biomass showing strong peak at 280 nanometer, which means extracted solution compound with aromatic ring structure of the lignin. This SAM analysis was done to understand the surface modification caused due to NADS pretreatment. Here you can see that NADS untreated biomass and the treated biomass shows the significant morphological changes at 10%, 50%, and 100% NADS, as untreated shows compact, tightly interlinked lignocellulosic fractions, whereas NADS pretreatments disintegrated the biomass compounds and exposed cellulosic fiber, which results in easy penetration of cellulose. So this in the XRD, they show two peaks, which is one is untreated and the other is treated. There was a decrease in the crystallinity of cellulose after treatment, and the decrease in peak indicates that NADS reagent partially disrupt amorphous region during pretreatment. In TGA, there was also a decrease in temperature decomposition due to structural changes of biomass after any pretreatment process. In FTIR, there was no major changes observed, only in the characteristic peak only the change in the characteristic peak of lignin corresponds to lignin. Here is the UV visible lignin was obtained. This is the integrated biorefinery approach. In this, the NADS solution was taken and the biomass in pre-hydrolysis reactor, and it was then taken for solid and liquid separator. Liquid part was taken to lignin separation tank to separate the lignin, and it was further taken to distillation for recycling, and it was taken to xylene separator tank, and and from there the xylene was obtained. And further the liquid was taken for further distillation to recycle NADS. So in this, maximum valorization of lignocellulosic biomass was extracted and recovery of value-added products was obtained, that is lignin and xylene. This is the value-added product, untreated, pretreated, and the lignin and xylene product. This graphical representation was, it is an overall integrated green technology policy which was performed in one of the research institute, SPRERI, where the rice straw was treated with NADS and NADS was further recovered and reused. This is the flow step of material balance of palm biomass pretreatment, which is taken and treated with NADS solution. In this process, amount of hemicellulose and lignin was dissolved from palm using NADS of 9:1 ratio lactic acid and choline chloride. And in this process, delignified cellulose was generated, which was used for paper making with acceptable properties. In this, it shows the recovery efficiencies of NADS reagent, lignin, and water from different cycles of biotreatment, and were recovered in a cost-effective manner during the cellulosic ethanol production in biorefineries. And more than 98% of treated NADS reagent was recovered and reused in 3 consecutive biomass, and no loss of pretreatment efficiency was found. The conclusion, current status, it is conventional pretreatment includes synthetic chemical agents, non-specific, non-renewable, environmentally hazardous, expensive recovery is there, and there includes multiple downstream processing steps. But from this green solvent, the opportunities are it can replace synthetic chemicals naturally available eco-friendly solvents. It is highly specificity, minimal downstream processing steps, simple recovery steps. There will be significant reduction in capital expenditure and operating expenditure. Also, the pre-treatment will be at ambient temperature and pressure, high purity products for value addition, techno-economically feasible. So this shows that NADS are effective at selectively dissolving lignin in biomass fractionation. So this is how NADS can be used as a next generation green approach. Thank you, everyone.
Shall I talk, or Professor Ramzi, it's you or me?
You, if you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Atiqa, for your brilliant presentation. You have touched,
Thank you,
yeah, you have touched a very interesting topic around biorefinery, which is really a topic. It's not easy to talk about biorefinery when we are on studying PhD researchers. So I let the floor asking question. If you have any question, please raise your hand and unmute yourself and ask a question if there is a question. Professor Ramzi, is there any question in the chat bar?
No, in chat bar there is no question to now.
Okay.
But maybe I can suggest for her to question if.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Please, if you, Atiqa, please, Dr. Atiqa.
Yes.
Could you give me just about the idea about the yield, about the leak when it start with raw material? After that, you can obtain the fiber, and you're speaking about the xylene and lignin.
Okay.
And
That's
if
right.
another question, the second question, it is how much they cost as a process?
For the process, I think the only the NADS reagents, like if I'm preparing solution lactic acid and choline chloride, the cost of this and the biomass cost is included. And if you biomass,
okay.
Because as a process, it is very, very interesting. It is I think it's like green process. And
yes.
Sometimes if would like to enhance the yield, that's why I'm asking about the yield. You can do in the first step when there is the tank, when you introduce your raw material, you can add some solvent,
yes,
to facilitate the defibrillation.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Ramzi. I have another one comment, or your solvent is a mixture of natural compound. I was wondering if you have checked the composition of hemicellulose lignin after extraction, because maybe there is an interaction between the mixture of solvents, the compound that you are trying to extract. Did you check the
yes,
chemical?
Yeah.
After this is one of the most problem of this green solvents.
Okay, just a minute. After I have treated it with yes, I have treated it with solvent and biomass.
Yeah. There is the same question. The same question is asked now.
Yes, there is an interaction with solvent and biomass. Then we filtered it out and we separate the solid part and the liquid part. And further, the process steps are done.
So Professor Ramzi has asked about yield, extracted yield. Did you obtain good yield in comparison with solvent?
Yes. Here I have used 100 grams of palm, from which I have extracted 100 grams. I have extracted 0.11 kg of 0.0011 kg of lignin, and NADS
It's too
recovered.
low, no? It's too low. The percentage is too
Yes,
low.
for 100 grams, we have to take large for more extraction,
The
for more
procedure,
yield. Yes.
yeah, the procedures need to be optimized, I
But
think. You should
yes.
optimize all the conditions and to try to find more information around this wonderful work. Just if there is no other question, I would like to know what can your research bring as novelty toward the existing NADs, because NADs we're using since many years now. What do you bring more than the existing research study? What is the novelty of your work?
As it is a greener approach, we can it can be cost effective. It is economically, it will be very helpful, and
Okay. So you think about the supply chain, the whole supply chain. This is wonderful, the biorefinery in general. So we are exactly on time. If we have no more questions, Professor Ramzi, you have other questions?
No more. Maybe we go to for the next